Hi there, this is Juliet from ABC Jungle Yoga, bringing you tools and tips to help you make your way through the jungle of life as easy as ABC. So today's video is focusing on decision making. And we have many decisions to make in our lives, and sometimes it can be a little bit challenging, making those decisions. And so sometimes we choose not to make the decision and we leave that decision hanging there. But actually, by not choosing to make that decision, we're actually making a decision. That's the choice, the decision that we're making. So when you have a challenging decision to make, what can you do to help you along the way? Well, I've got a few ideas for you. So first of all, when we make a decision, it's not always, we often treat it like maybe, especially if it's an important one, it's like it's the ultimate decision. This is like the end of the road decision. And that can make it a bit scary and seem a lot larger than it is. But actually, when we make a decision, a whole flower bud load of new decisions open up in front of us. When I did my coaching training, one of the things that one of my mentors said to me is that a leader chooses to make the decision they make the right one. So what does that mean? A leader chooses to make the decision they make the right one. That means that someone who is leading their life, because we're all leaders in our own life, someone who's leading their own life, when they make a decision, they choose to make that one the right one. Even though at some point they realize maybe that it was the wrong one, or that they'd like to make a new decision now, they step into that and they fully step into it with both feet as if it's the right decision. And then if they find out it's the wrong one, then they choose to make a different decision. So rather than, being a bit wobbly about the decision, or not sure, or freaking out when they see that maybe it wasn't the right decision, or they've changed their mind about this decision, they step into it fully, and then if need be, they make another decision down the line. Another thing that we can do in order to help us when we're decision making is to write down a list of pros and a list of cons. And this can help to get everything out of our head that we're thinking about onto paper, so that we can see it clearly in front of us. And sometimes when things are out of our head, they're a lot more easier to kind of understand and to see. Okay? And then you can also do an exercise to tune into your heart and to tune into how you really feel about this decision. So the writing down on the paper and looking at the pros and cons is a lot of the heady work, evaluating it's good because, it's not good because, why it's a good idea. You're evaluating your reasoning, trying to understand the decision. But the next best thing to do alongside this is to tune into your heart center and to really feel what that decision is like for you. Is it something where, are you not making the decision because actually you don't want to go ahead with this, which is quite often the case? Or are you not making the decision because you really know you want to do this, but your head keeps telling you no because there's not enough time, or there's not enough money, or you shouldn't because you're not young enough, you're not old enough, you're not young enough, or whatever it is, all that head stuff. So your heart is singing yes, 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 but your head is saying no, and you're just not listening to your head and heart and stepping forward. So to tune into the heart, you can basically close your eyes, take a couple of breaths, and just really tune into the electrical, magnetical power of the heart. Tune into the sound of the heart, the beating heart. And maybe I'll do a separate video on how you can do that, and with a little mini meditation on tuning into the heart. Okay, so that's me for today. If you have any more questions about decision making, maybe you have an important decision to make, write down comments, questions below. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.